So, Anarchist reacts to the Lucky Devils. Charles Soule, brand new from him and Ryan Browne. It's on Image Comics. The number one just came out this week. Soule, crazy. Well, both him and Ryan Browne together on a number of things over the years. Soule, for me, is one of the few people over the last 15 years or so who has had his hands on Star Wars properties and Marvel properties, who has actually treated them well and done right by them. His run on Star Wars and with the Darth Vader books here, I don't know, 2015 or something like that, somewhere around in there. I don't remember right off the top of my head exactly when it was, but just some of the greatest stuff to come out since the whole Disney debacle and a lot of the things. There's been so much of it, and so much of it has not been great. Certainly not received as well by the fans as much as they would like it to. But the stuff that Charles Soule has done has not fallen into that, and he's kind of a big guy. He's a big wig. He makes big moves. He's inside there on Marvel and helping them out with things. I know that he was involved with helping create and shape the She-Hulk series, which a lot of people didn't like. I liked. The only thing I didn't like about it is that they CG'd her instead of trying to use film tricks to make her look bigger. The Lucky Devils from Image Comics and Charles Soule, Collar and Rake. They are devils. They've revealed themselves as the antagonists to these humans, Cam and Star, a male and a female. They're two of the purest souls on Earth, apparently, and these devils are tasked with making them do bad things. It is making their lives a living hell so that they will do bad things and pass that anger, that hatred, whatever it is that comes out of whatever they're dealing with onto other people. So it's their job, it's his little devil's job to make these humans sad and mad and upset and spread that ugliness around. And then but we don't know why they're doing it, why they all of a sudden. It's an interesting story because it goes back and forth between the two protagonists and the two antagonists who are tied to the two protagonists. So it's this story back and forth that can be a little hard to follow sometimes, especially if it's limited in the language, in the words that are presented in the book, as opposed to the images. The images, if it's a more image, I'll give you for instance. This, I actually had wanted to point this out last week, and I forgot to do it between the two books. So I read the Catabasis last week. Definitely art-heavy storytelling. Whereas the Lucky Devils, what you would find if you open that up is that there's more story to it. There's plenty of art, great art. This one was perfect for the story, fits in with the story, but with Charles writing. Charles Soule is a New York Times best-selling author, and he's a writer. He's not just a comic book writer. He's a writer. He's prolific. There you go. That's the word you look for when you're with an artist. Great little storyline that I'm looking forward to. These little devils, they revealed themselves. They're not supposed to reveal themselves to the people that they're antagonizing. And there's an alternative motive. I can't tell you about the alternative motive behind it because it kind of gives away, that would be what we'd term a spoiler. So I won't give that away. We don't really know what the motivation is, why these little devils have decided they're going to do it. But when it comes down to it, ultimately, I think that the elite, Hell's elite, are in for a little bit of a wake-up call from these working-class devils. So really great story. Looking forward to reading the rest of it.